Welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. We're 45 puzzles in. This one is one away from completion. No, cannot rotate camera. 3, 3, 3. There's a 2 down here. Shaped bank. All regions must be this shape. Okay, so I know that that goes with that, that, and that. Nope. That. That might be here. Or it might be here. Okay, just look at where these are. This can't go vertically, this can't go vertically, because if it was here, that would leave this with an odd number. Therefore, this goes that way. Now, this can't go horizontally. So we put that there. This one can't go vertically. And that'll finish it. And now it says 33. Okay. And it unlocked all these other ones. Let's get this one. This is a level 2. They are all U's or J's. We know that that has to do that. Now, if this one came out to here, this would have to be to there. Then this one would have to do that. And that wouldn't work because there's 2 squares here. Could do that. No, if this one came out here, this would have to do that. Which would force that, yeah. So this does not come out there. Which means this shape has to stop there to not take that. Don't know if it takes that. This and this have to be separate. If this comes like this, then this one does that. This one can be just a U. I think that works. No, that doesn't work. That's what it was. This one comes out here. And we finish with that. Draw some lines in. All of them are L's. Ooh, okay. This cannot go that way. It cannot go that way. And it cannot go that way. Just nice move to there. Now, this one, it doesn't really have to be connected to that. No, it could do that and that. It can't do that. So this isn't connected through here. Therefore, this must go this way and either take that or that. So that's part of it. If this takes that, okay, how about this one? It's got to be, there's got to be a 3 long side and a 2 long side. The 3 long side can't go that way or that way. So it has to do this. It could be that one, and that one, or that one, and that one. In either case, it is this one and that one. Now, if that were to take that, no, it wouldn't do that. It would take this. It definitely doesn't go that way. It could be here to there. What would that mean for this piece? This would have to do that, and that would cut this off. Yeah, yes. If this took that, this would have to take that, and these would be cut off. So this does not take that. It takes that. And I am not yet sure which way it goes, but it does stop there. Now, okay, if this one, this could go up here and take that. This one could take that, and then this one could take that. And all that would work. What do we have here? 4? Yeah, how many? There's 4 and... Okay, what would this do again? That. And then that. That would be if this did not take that. It would be... What did I even say? Yeah. it would be this and that and that. Which would mean that one. The alternative, is there one? What else could do? If this went like that, then this one would have to do that, and that would break everything. Yeah, that would break everything. Okay. So we know that shuts that off, and that does that. Now we can just draw these in. If I can remember what I did. Not that. That. And that. 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 Now this one has to be that way. This one has to do that. And yes, that is easy enough. It does that and that. There's another one here. Again, okay, but this one is 3s and 2x2s. This one is a 2x2. This one has to be a 3 that does that. This one has to be a 3, but I don't know which way it goes. This one is a 3 that goes this way. This is a 3. This is a 3. This one is a 3 that has to go that way. These have to be... It could be a pair of 3s. Okay. 3, 3, 3. 2x2. How many do I have here? 3. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, and there are 2 extras. So there must be 2 2x2s in here to use up all of these pieces. There just aren't. If I were to use all 3s, then ignoring what way they go, there would be these 2 extras. And each of the other shape is 4, so we'd use 1 there and 1 for that. There must be 2 of the 2x2s. So those must be here and here. And that's that one. That's a level 4. Ah, this one's full. Okay. One of each symbol, there are 4 symbols. And there is no guidance as to what shape they are. Ooh. This one right here cannot take both of these triangles, but it must take one. If it took that one, that would be broken because it couldn't get that one and it would need to take another square. Therefore, it takes this one. From there, it needs a circle and a diamond. So that. Now, this triangle must take one of those. Then it needs to get to a circle. It can't go to there. It's got to be this one. And it can't go through here. So I'm not quite sure yet how it goes, but it takes that. It could be this one or that one. Now, that would mean that this would have to take that. Then, yeah, if that was that. Then this one, that needs to get used. I'm thinking it would have to be this. That would break. So it's not that. This one could take that. That would work. This one needs a square, and the only way to do it is to go here. And then it might take that one or that one. This could take that or that, and then that or that. This one, though, would have to come here. It can't be part of that. So it goes here. Now it needs a circle, so it takes that one. This goes like that. Then this one needs its parts, so that happens. And that is it. "24 of 33. Ooh, we've added more. Okay. We have circles, triangles, squares, diamonds, and hexagons. Um, ooh. This one right here. It could take... If this one were to try to take that, I don't think that would work. I think that one would be able to do that, and this one would be able to take all of this. That would cut it in half there. This side, however, that one would have to come this way and take one of these two, which would cut this off. This wouldn't be able to get over here. And if this one were to take that, that would cut these off. So it does not give an even division along the center. Whatever these are, they cannot wrap around to take the outside ring. It seems like in each one it sticks to a certain palette of it's just those three. I want that. Now, what else could it do? This one could come over this way and get the outside here. It just can't come around and take this. There are 4 of them. I don't know for sure that all of these are different. This can't take that. It can't take that. If this were to take that, let's say it did it that way. That would leave that. What if it avoided that one in order to take this one? And then this one can stick its neck out there, take that and that. Well, now this one would be unable to take any squares. That square is trapped up there. So that clearly doesn't work like that. This might still take that. This one can't take that because that breaks the rules. It's on both sides of that barrier, border, whatever they call it. So if it does that, okay, I think I see something. If this circle takes that, it is trapped. It can never get a diamond. Therefore, it doesn't. This one takes that. Which means this one takes those, and it's gonna have to come out here. It can't take that because it's here. It could take this. I don't know. This one has to not be that or that. It can't come over here. It might take this space, but it cannot take that. It could take this. This one can't be this, so it must go here. Now, it's already got a square and a circle. It needs a triangle and a diamond. That's gonna have to be that. It can't do that, and it didn't do that because this couldn't be that. So this one comes this way. This one does that. This does that. And it's gonna have to keep going. This one can take that, and it's probably done. This one comes out here. It can't take the triangle. Ah, see, this one isn't done. It has to fill that in, just as a courtesy to this one. Because the board must be filled. This one comes out here. It doesn't take that. It does need... Ooh. It needs a square. Which means this is not right. Definitely wrong. Okay. But we know this one can't take that, because that would close it off here. There's something I didn't notice last time. And this is only a difficulty 3. That can't go down here because of this. This one is that, and it must take that. This one still needs the diamond, so there. And it is essentially done. This one has to come here, so it does finish. This one comes around here and takes that. Okay, I think I've got it now. This one takes a circle, the hexagon, and it wraps around to take that one. There. Huh. I don't know what it is that I had done wrong. Ooh, a difficulty 6. Okay, let's go back to these white ones. That comes out, that comes out. Put a border there and a border there. Each of these must connect to a square. That has to keep coming out because it's got to go somewhere. I don't know what that one's doing yet. This cannot be part of that, and it can't be part of that. So this is another one. It could be part of that, but it would have to go around to get there. Which it could do. That does look like it's possible. It'd probably have to go this way, though. This one can't be here. And I don't see any reason that this one... I don't know that it takes that space. I don't see any reason that this one doesn't take that. Which means it probably does. This one comes out that way. Let's go with strategy from a pipe game. We draw this like that. And do that. Then this one comes out and it gets blocked off. So, what if this one only goes to here? Then this one this one could take that. This one cannot take that, and it can't go up this way, so it must go down here and around, which might mean that it takes all of that. Then this one comes down here. This video is getting a little bit long. That doesn't work because there is nothing that can take this. Wow. Yeah, this shape here can't be part of what's here. Therefore, it can't be part of that. It almost works. Then this could be that. And it could just come in here and take this to fill the space. This one can weave its way through here to get to that. I think all of that looks like it works. Need to switch tools. And it's done. Okay, that's gone well over time. So that'll do for this episode. And there's one hiding underneath right there. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.